Well, I am going to go ahead and get started. So, first thing I would like to say is I would like to thank my family. I really, really, really would love to thank my family because they have been like the biggest support throughout my entire life and my journey. And I just really love and appreciate everything. I just love my family. I am all about family. Those of you who know me know that I am all about them. It's me and my family. It's us against the world, however you want to call it. But I love my family. I really, really, really love my family, and I thank my family for everything. I really, really do. So today is Wind Down Wednesday. Yay! Hope you guys are excited. Hope you are having a really, really good week. Excuse me. I didn't want to burp, so therefore I'm just trying to keep it into myself. But anyway, today I decided to do a friendship part 2. And the part 2 is going to focus more on the friend, on being a friend part. So let me introduce myself to those who don't know me. Hi, everyone. I am Javita, and I help single moms overcome the challenges that come along with being a single mom so that she can reduce stress, find time for herself, and live a life full of love and abundance. My overall mission is to empower women to live confident, authentic lives unapologetically. So like I was telling you guys, today's topic is part 2 of friendship, and it's focusing on friend. Do you know what it means to be a friend? So according to Merriam-Webster, friend means one attached to another by affection or esteem. An acquaintance, one that is not hostile, one that is of the same nation, party, or group, one that favors or promotes something, a favorite companion. So I also took this a step further, so I looked at dictionary.com as well, and dictionary.com has a lot of the same definitions. However, it also adds that a friend is a person associated with another as a contact on social media. So that's the book definition of friend. However, for me, the word friends means someone who loves and accepts me for who I am and just loves me unconditionally with and without my flaws. To me, that's a real friend. You know, there's no judgment. There's just nothing. You're just accepting me for being who I am. So that's really what a friend means to me. In the world we live in today, oh my gosh, y'all, we use the word friend very, very, very loosely. We want to have friends, however, we don't know how in the world to be a friend. And I think knowing how to be a friend is a very important part of having friends and being a friend. So like the saying goes, you have to love yourself before you can love someone else. Well, you have to be a friend so that you can have friends. For some people, being a friend just isn't in their DNA. You know, we might find out about it later on or after a few trial runs with them. You give them the benefit of doubt because, you know, you're being a friend to them, but they're not a friend to you. That just means that they just don't know how. They don't want to be a friend. So don't take it lightly. It's just kind of like they just don't really, really, really want to be a friend. So I think, you know, when people classify friends as, you know, people who can do, people for what they can do for them, and then they're not willing to do the same, then that's really not a friend. And like I told you guys last week, everyone doesn't know how to be a friend, and you don't know how to be everyone else's friend. So for me, what I've learned is that in order for me to be a friend, I have to relearn some things that I was taught. I didn't have many friends growing up, mainly because I just kept it around family. I stayed around family. My family was my friends. My cousins were my friends. They were like my first friends. You know, those are my friends. My family, my friends. We hung out together. We did a lot of stuff together. There were some people that I did do things with, like play sports with or go to football games with. However, I wouldn't really say that we were friends. You know, when you look at the definition of friends, I wouldn't say that we really were friends. We just did things together. There were also some that I really considered my friends because we shared things with each other. Well, is that really a friend? It could be. It may not be. That person could be the person that you share with for that moment. You never know. So there were, it wasn't until my adult life where I learned how to be a friend. It is definitely a constant work in progress. And I just don't get it right all the time. Trust and believe, I am really working this friend thing out. And I believe that I am the best friend ever. However, I don't get it right all the time. I hurt people's feelings, not on purpose, but it's just some things that happen. I just don't get it right every time. My mouth, my mom would attest to this. My mouth has a way of just speaking without being told to speak. Imagine that, right? So, but seriously though, many friends have left me because I wasn't a friend to them, or at least I thought I was a friend to them. Shoot, there were times where I even apologized for being a trifling behind friend, and people still stopped being my friend. And I was like, really? That was kind of baffling to me, because I was like, dang, I apologize. I said I was wrong. And I don't do that too often, so that's real big. And you still walk out on me? Well, deuces to you too. That means we ain't supposed to be friends. But anyway, I'm just saying I don't apologize that often. I don't say that I'm wrong that often. So I'm like, yeah, can a sister get a break? But when I do, I really mean it because I recognize it. So I'm like, I apologize. I'm trifling. You know, when you really call yourself trifling, that means you're really, really bad. But for them to still walk out on you, they really weren't your friends to begin with, because they didn't accept you for who you were, with and without your flaws. So I'm saying all of this about friends because we tend to think that friendship is cookie cutter, and it's not. Being a friend is a learned behavior. It does not, I repeat, it does not happen overnight. You have to work at it, especially if that's what you really want from others. You know, you want your friend to be a friend to you. You want them to treat you a certain way with respect and class and dignity and whatever else the case may be. You know how you want your friends to treat you. So being that you know that, then you should work on being that friend to everybody else. Excuse me, because if that's what you want and you know that's how you want people to treat you, then you need to treat people the way you want to be treated, because you kind of got to teach people. If you see them treating you, I'll take that back. If they see you treating them a certain way out of friendship, then they will reciprocate that. Trust and believe, I know that. But it's also a work in progress. I know for me, I work hard at being a friend, because there are days when I just need a friend and not really my family. You know, when I moved away from home, how long ago was that? About 17 years ago. I moved up here. I had no family up here. Actually, no family within 100-mile radius. No friends, because I knew no one. I didn't know anyone up here. So I had to quickly learn how to be a friend, because I left all my family and friends. I left all my family and friends in South Carolina. Say hello to Alan. But, you know, that's where I left them at. So I had to learn quickly how to be a friend. Although, you know, we consider our friends an extension of our family, it's nothing like knowing that someone else has your back when your family can't be there for you. And that right there is a great feeling. It's an awesome feeling, because I know that there are people within, I'll say, a 30-mile radius of me right now that I consider friends. And I know without a shadow of doubt that they have my back. So I don't have to rush and call daddy. Like, hey, daddy, this right here is going on and yada, yada, yada. I don't have to call 600 miles away. I can just call a few miles away and have someone that really, you know, has my back. So I do appreciate that. I'm glad that I took the time to learn how to be a friend, and I've been a friend to others. And I strive to be friends to be a friend to everyone that I encounter. Like I told you guys last week, my favorite verse is Proverbs 17:17. A friend loves at all times. And I really and truly do live and breathe by that verse, because I really and truly believe that a friend will love you at all times unconditionally. Like it's just nothing. It's just, but in order to get that, you have to be that friend that you want to see in others. And then you have to know when to to let that friend go, when to let that friend vent, when to give advice to that friend. And I'm guilty of all of that, because sometimes I don't let the friend go because I think we were destined to be together, and sometimes we're not. Sometimes our time is up. I am that friend that would just say just about anything that comes to her mind. But now, that was before. I mean, like I said, I'm a work in progress. So sometimes that still happens, but the majority of the time I try to think before I respond, because I know how my mouth is, and I know I'm coming from a place of love, but it can be taken as harsh sometimes. Because when I come from that place of love, I'm really not too much concerned about your feelings. I'm concerned about, okay, what we're going to do about all of this. So to me, being a friend, you just have, it's a work in progress. It's a learning thing. It's something you learn how to do. It's something you have to want to do. Not everybody wants to be a friend. There are some people who just want to have friends just for shopping. They just want you to go with them shopping, and that's it. And they appreciate that because that's all they need from you. And there are some who just want you to go out to the bar, go to happy hour. They are there. I mean, and it's okay. It's cool. You just have to know that. And you really have to know that and kind of decipher between the two. Like, okay, are we really friends, or are we just friendly people who like hanging out with each other? So, like I told y'all before last week, I have levels of friendship. So are we just cool, or are we like more than cool? And there's a lot of people who are just cool, and it's okay. It's nothing bad. It's just the way of life. But you have to recognize that and know that everybody is not your friend. They may be a friend to the other friends you have, but they are not your friend. So, because you really need to know how to be a friend in order to have friends. That's really the big thing about this, because about last week I said about building the relationship, and it's two people. Yes, it's two people to build that relationship, that friendship. However, if you don't know how to be a friend, then you really can't build that friendship. That's just something you guys need to really, really keep in mind, that you just have to learn how to be a friend. And then don't get mad when someone treats you the same way you treat them, because you are showing them how to be a friend to you. So all they're doing is doing the same thing in return. Like, oh, well, this is how you want to be a friend, then this is what I'm going to give you. Don't be mad at them, because it's what you showed them. So if you want to be a better friend, then you have to be a better friend. Just remember that. I want to just really, really thank you guys for listening. I try not to be on here too long, because I know for me, I don't like listening to a whole long thing, but sometimes the message does require me to be a little bit longer. So again, thank you for listening. If you are having challenges with being a friend, shoot me a private message and we can discuss the issue a little bit deeper. Because I mean, like I said, it's a work in progress. It's something you have to work at. It's a learned behavior. Also, if there are any other challenges that you are facing and you would like my help on, send me a message as well. And we can chat about it and we can get to the bottom of it if that's truly what you want. Again, that's all I have for this edition of Wind Down Wednesdays. Go ahead and be a good friend to people, build those friendships. Be careful and be mindful about the friendships you build. Be careful and mindful about what you put out there, because how you act towards a friend is the way you're going to receive them as well. Thank you for the love, the hearts, and everything else. You know, I love you guys. Again, I want to thank my family because I love my family. I just love them. I just love them. I love them. I love them. I wouldn't trade the world for them. I just love them. They keep me. They keep me grounded. They'll also put me in my place sometimes, even though I probably just won't listen to them. But they put me in my place, and they know me, and they love me for who I am. They love Javita for being Javita, and they accept Javita for being Javita. And that's all I ever ask. So I love you guys. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for your continued support. Please like and share because I'm pretty sure that this can bless somebody else. If you know of anyone that could use my help, you know, pass this along to them. Pass my information along to them so that I can help them because I am truly about empowering women to live confident, authentic lives unapologetically because you can be who you are and not have a stink attitude. You can just be who you are and love who you are. And if the people keep complaining about who you are, then guess what? They're not meant to be in your life anyway. All right. Thank you. See you next time for Wind Down Wednesdays. Love you guys. Bye.